thumper. Pimp, I ain't scared. You call it paranoid, I call it prepared. I never bust in the air. I never bust in the air. Ride with the thumper. Pimp, I ain't scared. You call it paranoid, I call it prepared. I never bust in the air. I never bust in the air.
Now is a person, place, I think my mackin'. But people be calling me Verb cause I'm about that action. I'm standing outside of myself looking at me. Looking at you? Off this bow, diddly bow in the eighth of broccoli. We working with limited space, man. Don't fuck around with fakes, man. Them fraudulent motherfuckers will get my pimpin' ass erased, man. Get rid of the dead weight, man. Before I get too late, man. I live in the Bay where they made it the famous wordplay I hate, man. I was forced to be a monster. I turn into something. Stay for the clock prepared, long as I can see it coming. I take it there, I keep a spare 100-round drumming. Give you a pass if you with your kids or your woman. Depending on where I'm at, what time of the day, and how I'm feeling. With a 9RK outside of the club or in the fucking building. I'm having my bread, getting my means, having my fucking cash. Remove your head, I put it on skinnies, I'll beat that ass.
Ride with the thumper. Pimp, I ain't scared. You call it paranoid, I call it prepared. I never bust in the air. I never bust in the air. Ride with the thumper. Pimp, I ain't scared. You call it paranoid, I call it prepared. I never bust in the air. I never bust in the air.
Watch your drinks when you perk. Gotta always be on high alert when you see a chick flirt. Never know, cause a bitch can have a Y in her skirt. Never know, cause a bitch can have a camera in her purse. Never call nobody a snitch until you see some paperwork. It's a new game. Tell on him or he gon' tell first. This is true, man. The rules have changed, they need to be rehearsed. Nowadays, these youngsters out here shoot you for a verse. They've been scarred since they birth. No Christmas jingle bells. Parents ain't home, so they raising they self. I ain't in the way, I'm out the way. I ain't out here stunting clumsy. I don't want none of these hungry niggas to think I got money. Stay polished and I'm sharp. Keep it at 100 is my motherfucking job. And anybody that want it can get the whole catalog. The cartridge, the clip, the popo and they dogs. I might be dumb, but I ain't stupid.
Ride with the thumper. Pimp, I ain't scared. You call it paranoid, I call it prepared. I never bust in the air. I never bust in the air. Ride with the thumper. Pimp, I ain't scared. You call it paranoid, I call it prepared. I never bust in the air. I never bust in the air.
I remember when I was little, a little young mustache when I got my first pistol. From my best friend's partner's dad, it was a Uzi Machine Israel. In a Safeway paper bag for the player price, a nickel. Cause he was doing kinda bad. He used to fuck around with the triple. Once known to floss. Bragging about what he had and everything he lost. Anybody disrespect him, I'ma chop their head off. On the streets he a fiend, but in the pen he a boss. I grew up on game, not the rapper, that's my past. Watching OG shoot the shit in power. I sponged it up like ShamWow. How do you like me now? Whoever is this rapping got a silly ass style. My body's stronger than my ground. In my Chevy on the prowl. Out the window talking loud as I wanna be. Smoking on some broccoli. All the bitches jocking me. Police always bother me.
Ride with the thumper. Pimp, I ain't scared. You call it paranoid, I call it prepared. I never bust in the air. I never bust in the air. Ride with the thumper. Pimp, I ain't scared. You call it paranoid, I call it prepared. I never bust in the air. I never bust in the air. I never bust in the air.